So I end each video with saying that consistency is absolutely everything because I completely believe in that and is the most important factor as far as your weight loss. But a lot of people ask me, how do I stay consistent? Because it's not that clear to them. So today I'm going to tell you 3 different little known ways how you can stay consistent with your weight loss goals. So consistency is absolutely everything, but it's not that easily achievable for a lot of people. Well, the first thing you should do as far as consistency, or why people actually don't see consistency, is because they keep starting over and over and over again. You may experience a yo-yo diet. You may experience huge weight fluctuations all the time. So you can never find the baseline of what works for you. This is because people tend to go off track on the weekend. I'll tell you a little story about what happens with some of my clients and myself included previously. You may completely restrict or eliminate entire food groups out of your nutrition. Now, once Friday night, Saturday night comes on, you go out and you feel like you're in the danger zone. You're in uncharted territory because you completely restrict yourself from eating foods that are normal, but now you can't eat them. Now, once you go out, these foods are presented in front of you, so you completely lose control. And one of 2 things happen. Either you will taste the foods, and due to your restriction and elimination, you start binge eating on these foods, and you feel guilty afterwards, or the day after, you will just feel so guilty that you completely starve yourself or you skip so many meals. And this is not a good mindset to be in because the yo-yo thing will keep happening over and over again until you get control of this. But what you can do instead is get rid of the entire eliminations and restrictions of any food groups and allow yourself more. Because you don't want to go out into this environment. First of all, you should be going out. You should be going out and enjoying yourself. Because if you're losing weight by not enjoying yourself, this will not be sustainable. And consistency is built by sustainability. But what you should do is understand your nutritional requirements for yourself and understand what are all the foods that I can eat instead of telling yourself I can only eat these certain foods. Right? Because if you're going to an environment, there's a burger presented in front of you, and you tell yourself, somebody told me I can't eat a burger because I have to drink these shakes. Somebody told me I have these 10, 15 different foods I can only eat if I want to lose weight. Once that burger's in front of you, you may want to eat it, but you shouldn't feel guilty about eating it. And the way to not feel guilty about it and to create that consistency is by telling yourself or understanding what are all the foods that I can choose from, right? The more options you have, the better you will feel, because once that guilt sets in, the whole yo-yo cycle will keep repeating itself. And this will not end until you understand nutrition instead of restrictions and eliminations. Number 2 comes down to physical activity. Now, a lot of people may start their weight loss journey and they start going to the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week, right? They may start going for jogging or running, but they're not able to stay consistent with it. Because take a step back and understand, if you went from being sedentary and not doing anything to the point where now you're running or jogging, going to the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week, how can you keep that up if you went from 0 to 100? This is where a lot of people lose consistency and they can't sustain it, because you can't go from 0 to 100 and expect that to be your new normal. I'll give you a little example. Who do you feel is more successful in their weight loss? The person that goes to the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week and gives it their all from the beginning and then falls off? Or the person that goes for a 20, 30-minute walk, not run, 20-minute walk every single day or every other day? The person that'll be more successful is the person that goes for a 20-minute walk every day or every other day, because they can stay consistent. They can keep that and maintain sustainability. But the person that goes from 0 to 100 really, really quick is the one that's going to fall off and not see results. So what you should do to start experiencing that consistency is do something that you enjoy, right? Maybe going for a walk every day or every other day, but maintain that consistency. But what will happen over time is this 20-minute walk will become your new normal, right? It'll become second nature to you, to the point where now you can be a 30-minute walk. Maybe now you can start going to the gym a little bit more. And this consistency will add up over time tremendously, because a 20-minute walk every day is over 2 hours a week, right? 20-minute walk every other day is over an hour a week. That's a lot from if you look at not doing anything previously. So don't just start throwing yourself into an environment doing CrossFit, P90X, Beachbody if you previously have not done anything. Just do something very, very little, but very effective. And you can start with just a 20-minute walk, even a 15-minute walk every day or every other day, because that is a lot more than what you've been doing previously. Now, The third thing you can do to start experiencing consistency is talking about food, right? When people first start their weight loss journey, they may adopt an eating habit or a diet like keto, Atkins, shakes. Shakes is a big one. Now, do you think that they can be consistent in this long term? Most people cannot, and they consistently fall off. But what you should do instead of these crazy diets, these crazy supplements, shakes, meal replacements, is just take one meal out of every day and make that meal be better. If you're constantly eating takeout for lunch, keep your eating habits completely the same, but make that lunch be more in alignment with your goals. If it's you're eating, let's say, pizza every lunch, well, just make that meal be prepared. Because this little habit will be so easy and so sustainable for you that your consistency will just start piling on and you start experiencing that momentum. But if you just completely adopt a whole foreign diet, whole foreign nutrition plan, you may do it for a week or two, but as far as staying consistent in it, you will fall off track. You gotta start taking baby steps. You gotta start experiencing that momentum. And the way to do this is by doing things slowly and making this slowly movement be very second nature to you, to the point where you can improve it over time, right? Because over time is what's the most important part. You gotta know that it will take time. But if you just keep doing everything or have an all or nothing approach, completely restricting yourself, it will not last and you will fall off. So if you found this video to be informative, tag somebody in the comments that may want to see this. Drop a fire emoji if it was helpful for you. And remember that consistency is absolutely everything. I'll see you next time.